there, job seekers. Jennifer Tardy here, your career success coach, and today we're talking about one of my most favorite topics, and it is how to make an interviewer want to hire you on the spot. So you need to check this video out, especially if you are nervous about the interviewing process, because I have some great tips for you. And I have a gift for you at the end. And I have my favorite segment, the career success bonus tip for underrepresented populations in particular. So check us out. Check this video out. Don't miss this opportunity. I'll see you in a second. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, how in the world can I make an interviewer want to hire me on the spot? But trust me, it has been done plenty of times. And if you follow these tips, you can be one of them. Okay? All right, let's jump right into it. Tip number 1, you must demonstrate your impeccable knowledge. And so demonstrating impeccable knowledge means that you have already done your research on the organization. You already know what some of the pain points are in this industry. Maybe you've worked in the industry. That works very well. And I'll talk about that in the upcoming tip. But maybe you've worked in the industry and you know it intimately. Maybe you've studied this industry through your schooling and you come to the interview prepared in demonstrating your knowledge, the things that you already know about the company. The department is another great place to have good knowledge on, but also the industry as well. So demonstrate impeccable knowledge. Now, you know that in order for you to demonstrate impeccable knowledge, that you need to check out one of my previous videos, which is the career preparation checklist. So that kind of gets you in the zone of getting ready for the interview, and it tells you how you can gain the knowledge that you need. So check out that video when you get a second. Tip number 2, demonstrate impeccable skills. How in the world do you demonstrate impeccable skills? Well, here are some tips for you. One of the things that I oftentimes ask my clients is, if they would want to work for a competitor in their current industry. Because there's nothing better, there's nothing more seductive to an employer to think that they can hire someone who's doing this same role from a competitor. And if they're a competitor, especially if it's a competitor doing the job better, if they can hire someone. So now you're able to demonstrate your impeccable skills because you're interviewing at the competitor to your current employer. And they know that you know how to do the work because you're doing the same work, just somewhere else. Tip number 3. Demonstrate your impeccable experience. Now, in order to demonstrate your impeccable experience, or you'll know that you have demonstrated impeccable experience when your employer thinks that you are the solution to their problem. So, in that you have the experience to solve their problem already. But in order for you to know when or what problems need to be solved, you must know what their problems are. So you probably got it from your research, but if you didn't learn what the problems are from your research, then maybe you can learn them from asking the right questions to the employer. So I have a video for that as well. What are 4 amazing questions to ask your employer during an interview? And these questions can bring out of the interviewer what their pain points are, what the top things are that are on their mind. And then if you already have that experience, this is the excellent opportunity for you to tell the employer that you have the experience. And the best experience that you could ever have to make your employer salivate at the thought of being able to hire you is if you have already solved a major problem that this department is already dealing with, or maybe even this organization is dealing with. But the only way they can know it is if you know that it's their pain point and if you're able to articulate how you've solved it in the past. That's how you make employers want to hire you on the spot. So let me ask you another question. Let's go back over to tip number 1. And tip number 1, I mentioned that you should do some research. I'm curious, in your research or in research that you've done in your past, how are you uncovering hidden issues or challenges that the companies experience? I want to know. Tell me in the comment section below. Now, on to tip number 4. If you've already mastered tip number 1, tip number 2, and tip number 3, which is demonstrating impeccable knowledge, skills, and experience, then also somehow weave into the conversation that you are currently interviewing with other organizations. Hopefully you are already interviewing with other organizations, but be very transparent about it with the employer. And so, because it places a sense of urgency. So now if they know that they already want you, and now they can see that you are being wooed by another organization or other organizations, now they have to move with a sense of urgency. And oftentimes to some organizations, moving with a sense of urgency is giving you an offer on the spot, or it's giving you an offer very quickly after you leave. And so being very transparent about that is a good way of moving things forward pretty quickly. Okay, so now we're at my favorite spot, which is the career success bonus tip for underrepresented populations. And one of the things that I always share with my clients is if you have the knowledge, skills, or experience, and you are a part of a historically underrepresented population, and the knowledge, skills, and experience that you have is of a small pool of people, find an industry where that experience that you have is grossly underrepresented by people who look just like you. Because odds are, if an organization really has a need to hire veterans or really has a need to diversify their employee base with more Black employees, more Latino employees, more women, find those companies, because those are the companies that are fighting to be able to hire people just like you, because you have the skill set that they need. And as a bonus, you happen to be a member of an underrepresented population. So they're not hiring you because you are a member of an underrepresented population. They're hiring you because you have the skill set that they need and you're able to demonstrate your knowledge, skills, and abilities. And it's a bonus that you happen to be a member of an underrepresented population. So that's my career success bonus tip for UPs. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, here's the gift that I also have for you. Remember when I told you about the earlier video, 4 amazing questions to ask an employer? Well, I have a free guide that has 10 amazing questions to ask an employer. So check below in the details section, click the link, download that video today. So as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so that you can be notified every time we have a new video. Now remember, as always, in order for us to be underrepresented no more, we must listen, engage, apply, repeat, now. I'm Jennifer Tardy, your career success coach. I will see you in the next video. Take care.